Do we know how much a tablespoon is when we see it?
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
Back before there were measuring spoons,
They were just eyeballs.
the cave people.
Yeah.
When they needed a teaspoon, they just eyeballed it. That's all they did.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't have spoons or teaspoons, but they did have the measurement of teaspoon.
Right.
Because that's always existed.
And grandmas can still do that. They can still do things just by eyeballing it. Let's just see how good of a grandma we're gonna be.
Oh, okay. Will we be a grandma?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be, all right, give us the first one.
All right, the first one, we're looking for you to give us a teaspoon of olive oil.
A teaspoon of olive oil. And then you're gonna hand us the teaspoon and we're gonna
See how close you guys can get.
Now, okay, not to point out a potential flaw in this, but I'm gonna point out a potential flaw in this. If I put a teaspoon of olive oil in this, a lot of it's gonna spread out and it's gonna be impossible to get it all back out into the, okay, there we go, let's use those.
What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like oil spreads across the whole surface and then to get it all back out into a little teaspoon would be
Because you want to measure
next to impossible.
You want to compare it.
Okay, now you can't watch me.
And
I can't watch you. Well, I can because I've already gone.
I'm not watching him. I don't know what I'd be seeing if I did watch him. Maybe him pouring. I don't want to see. I just don't want to see the level. A teaspoon is smaller than a tablespoon. Tablespoon is the one I always eat with. Even though it's not, it's the bigger spoon, right?
No one's going to answer this for you. You must do it.
So I'm going for the smaller spoon. That's about it right there, actually. That's all it is. I mean, how much more did you put in that?
I put less than that because I put a teaspoon.
Even less than that.
All right, let's bring in the teaspoons.
Don't they have?
Link, if you want to overflow your teaspoon first.
And all right, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to compare this. I'm going to put this.
You're going to see how much it overflows.
Oh yeah, I'm going to pour this into that. Yeah.
And then see how much is overflows.
I understand now.
Or see how much is left.
That is impressive.
Oh my God, Link!
I mean, you can say that again. Look at that. Just the surface tension of the oil. I mean, you know,
that's almost exactly a teaspoon.
I found my calling. Like, exactly.
Which is also impressive when you didn't know which one was the teaspoon, which one was the tablespoon.
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
But I was right that it was the smaller one.
Yeah,
Wow,
and
there's
also
a lot more in a teaspoon than I thought.
you are aware that the spoons you eat with are not actually an exact teaspoon or an exact tablespoon.
Yeah, like the smaller spoon that I don't eat with, that I feel guilty for never eating with it, and I'll look at those spoons and say, I'm so sorry, but you're just too small for me, is closer to a teaspoon,
I'm getting
but I
every
think
drop.
bigger.
With every drop, I get closer to the top.
Yep. I tell you, man. It's not, you know, sometimes it's just, you just can't be as accurate, you know, but boy, that is my thing,
The thing
boy.
is that it looked like you had so much more than me. It's like right there at the very end.
Surface tension.
Right there at the very end, how wide that is. Because if I was cooking just between you and me, I think the thing I'm learning is that
you're underwater?
I think I've been, like, if I was cooking and it said a teaspoon of oil and I did that, I would think that I had done it. You're telling me that I got to go to the top.
Yes, right.
Oh, God.
Got to go harder.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going to err on the side of oil, you want to use more, not less anyway, right? I mean, it's fun that way. I don't know either.
Okay, well, color me flabbergasted.
Let's just move on to another one so I can continue to be 100% accurate.
All right, it's a good thing you know tablespoon's the bigger one. I want a tablespoon of honey.
Okay.
Gentlemen, do me one favor before you start. Do you
Yep.
mind taking your finger and rubbing a little bit of oil in the cups?
So that,
And then
so
you
that
can
it-
also do the same with the tablespoon once you get it.
So it'll come back out.
Yeah, that's a little culinary hack for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Look at that. A culinary hack for like if you're making like cooking content. Mm-hmm. Well, I really, if you just want to like ramekin something and then pour it out.
Yeah.
If you're pre-measuring ingredients.
Yeah.
Look at that. We just oiled up little ramekins.
Little lube helps it.
So now what I'm gonna do is tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon. The bigger one.
I'm not looking.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I thought a teaspoon was smaller, so a tablespoon is going to be bigger than what I think a tablespoon is.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Again, this is so much more than I would have guessed.
I mean, yeah.
Hold on, but
I'm not even looking at yours because you're just filling up a whole ramekin. But like, I'm trying to make a spoon thing in.
what? I feel like this is cheating.
Yeah, Link, you're adding more. Your turn's up. You both went for a long time.
I know, but I didn't. But he looked at what I did.
No, I didn't. All right, now I'm ready. There is no cheating. All right,
It's the roundness of it. You know what I'm saying?
we don't have more than one of these, do we?
I don't. Only
Okay,
one.
so I'm gonna oil this thing up
Thank you.
for the same reason. Culinary hack.
Did you guys know that 1 tablespoon is equal to 3 teaspoons?
No,
Well, you do now.
Oh, 3 times.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. All right, let me go first since I'm here. See, I knew I needed to add more. Hold this so I can rake it out with my finger. Because I'm getting, not that. Hold this. Up.
Oh, you missed some.
That way I'm going to do some of this. That's pretty close.
I mean, see, I would call that a tablespoon, but based on what I learned last
A
round,
little bit less. So I was
so
a
you can
little
see-
bit under.
So you can see that. So we're going
I
back
was
in.
a sliver under.
We need to get it completely out.
You know, bees just, they vomit this stuff up, and it's amazing. It's the best vomit ever.
Okay, pan me, please.
He didn't make the same mistake he made. I think we're dead even.
No, mine's good.
Up.
No, I'm using your surface tension.
Let me hold that. And
hack
you
from
can
round
rake
one.
it in there.
I'm using your surface tension hack from round 1.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm a quick study.
So I'm a teaspooner. You're a tablespooner. So if you guys need,
I mean,
if you need a
that's
measurement
it.
like that, you know
That's
who to
it.
ask.
That's a tablespoon.
I just got to keep putting this honey in my mouth.
I think you definitely are closer.
Mm-hmm.
I also am realizing I do not enjoy watching either of you fingering oil or honey
Yeah,
into
right.
ramekins.
Well, you know what? That's good, Chase. That's good. You shouldn't like it too much.
It's not enjoyable. But maybe it will be enjoyable to watch you guess a gram of pepper.
Ooh,
A single gram.
We're going to metrics.
a gram?
We don't deal in metrics around here.
Yeah, when you use the metric system, it starts to seem like it's an illicit drug or something.
Starts to seem like it's
Starts to seem like.
Okay.
Or milk.
Lift and remove quality seal.
I don't deal in grams.
How do I do that?
Are you refusing this challenge?
yeah. Just I am religiously opposed. Actually, you know what? I was trying to help Shepard with some physics
I have
homework,
no clue what a gram is.
and I realized that grams and etc. The way everything fits into itself,
Yeah,
1,000, etc.
it's based on the 10. Is that what you mean?
I guess that's another way to say it. It's so much better. It's so much better. I mean, like, why did we not learn the metric system? It's
We
crazy.
officially like adopted it. Like we signed the treaty back when like the whole system was invented, and then we just decided like, but it's too soon. We're gonna stick with our system.
And
But
then
they are
that day
doing
never
they are
changed.
doing all that in like a physics class. They teach them grams, kilograms. Like they're dealing with those units. They're not doing it in pounds and stuff.
When I was in Thailand and I was diving, I think I was the only one who was on, just like empirical system PSI, and like I was figuring out what I was gonna put in my dive belt in pounds instead of grams and whatever.
Yeah.
And my dive buddy, who I met on the boat, was this Italian guy, and he heard me say like, "Oh, it's in what PSI is this?" Blah blah blah, because they're used to bar. And he just looks at me and goes, "You Americans, how many cheeseburgers do you weigh?"
Yeah, well, we deserve it,
How many cheeseburgers do you eat? That's not one of our measurements.
but it could be.
It could be. He ended up becoming a very good friend of mine, but yeah, he immediately roasted me. And I still
look
don't know
away.
how any of those systems work.
I'm not looking.
A gram.
So 1,000 of these would be a kilogram, which is of no help. And pepper's light.
Yeah, but I lifted a kettlebell this morning. It was 13 kilograms. And then the trainer there was like,
That ain't gonna help.
"Is that it?"
I'll tell you that I usually have about 20 grams of ground coffee in a cup, if that helps at all.
It does help a lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right, give it a shot.
1 gram.
1 single gram.
Ooh, this stuff smells good. Pepper. The best spice, in my opinion. I love it.
Okay.
It's great on cottage
Whoa.
cheese with honey. Honey,
Whoa, you went crazy.
walnuts, black pepper. Yeah, I went with a big gram. Grams are nothing to play with.
Okay, ready? So do we have one of these to tear the to zero out our system?
Alrighty. I have to sneeze. I wonder why.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tear that and then pour it into it.
Okay, that's 2.2 ounces. We're
No-
going to go to grams. I'm just saying, just as a point of reference, this is
Oh, okay.
63 grams. Good God, seriously? 63 grams. I put way too many.
Well, it's light though. Let's see. You want to turn the whole thing around so we can see the measurement going up?
Yeah, I do, Rhett. Oop, I just poured some on the table.
I don't think it's going to
That's
matter.
fine.
You have so much pepper.
All right, that right there is 1 gram.
All right, let's see how many you
but
did.
what I've done is 10 grams. I moved the decimal.
Yeah, well, it happens
It-
because you're an
you know-
American. You're not used to the system.
But that right there, let me see if that tears. All right, now you go. Tear it up, boy. Now that's 2 grams, I think.
Oh,
0 grams.
hold on. I think this is great. I think that means I'm. Oh, 1! It hit 1! It just went to 1. Did you see it? It went to 1.
I think when my breath blew on it.
No, it went to 1. It can't go. I mean, 1 gram is just so little.
Let me see how far up I had. It's not very accurate, is what we're learning.
Well, this measurement was a little too precise for
Come on,
the specific,
skip up to 1.
the specific
Up,
test.
there it goes. That's 1.
It did cross over to 1 at one point. It's just the
It glitched.
see now it's at 2.
2.
I'm gonna go with
nose
if we
is
had a
running.
scientific scale, it would have been 1. That's what I'm. That's what
Rhett's
I'm
gonna
believing.
go with.
I'm gonna go with I was right.
If the scale was different, he would have.
Yeah.
He would have won. But you obviously won anyway.
I think no matter what the scale was, Rhett was definitely closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that is
Okay,
some
give me
fine
a-
ground pepper.
Quarter cup of
Keep
salt.
sniffing it. I want to sniff.
Quarter cup of salt.
Quarter cup of salt.
I feel like cups I can do.
Okay. We don't need that, right? A quarter cup. So like, okay. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna look away. What's the point in knowing how to do these measurements if you never cook, you know?
I think it's a cool skill, like Sudoku. I don't know how to play Sudoku.
I tried to play that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'd rather play word games, which I also don't play. Like
Like
numbers
the New York
games.
Times Wordles and stuff.
Never played it, but if I had to choose between one or the other, it would be word games,
You should play Wordle.
not number games.
We have a Slack thread called Silly Little Brain Games. Where
I don't do.
okay, sorry.
I don't do like company
Okay. Just,
like
Okay.
community engagement.
Okay.
just extending
Just,
the
I
invite.
just feel like I'd just be giving people fuel. To
Yeah, I
use
joined the
against
music league and they kicked me out.
Oh wow, you inappropriate.
That's because you were voting without listening.
Ooh,
And
That's the only
people
rule
took
of
offense.
music club.
quarter
Every
of a
vote
cup.
counts.
Quarter of a cup.
What is your point of reference for this? Like, how are you thinking about
Like
it?
I feel like a measuring cup is like that. Like the biggest cup in the thing that's next to the place where I get my special scrapers to clean off the blender when I eat my smoothie every morning. So I'll see measuring cups over there. And that's my entire point of reference for
Right.
measuring. I see them in a drawer that has my smoothie scraper in it. And now I'm going to pour a quarter of a cup.
I think the most useful application of this is cooking in the apocalypse. You know, assuming
Oop. I don't know why I
it's good
did
luck.
that.
It's good luck.
Over your shoulder a little bit. Okay. But mice don't eat this. So we're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, we're fine. Mice hate salt.
All right. So what is where's our cup? Oh, it's a quarter cup. Yes, that makes sense. The smaller one. The bigger one's a cup.
Okay.
I feel like I'm under. Oop.
Oh,
I keep,
you're more under now.
keep tossing more out.
You're more under now.
I think that I did pretty good, though. I mean, that was more like
Like of a quarter cup.
A fifth of a cup.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous.
Yeah, keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Don't pour too hard. You're missing. You're less than me, I think. Oh, no. Oh, he's looking good.
It's pretty.
We're exactly the
It's
same.
pretty similar to what you did, but
We're
no, I'm closer.
no.
I'm closer, 100% closer, because you're
Like just
the bottom
make
of
it-
your the
make-
bottom
let it
of
settle.
yours was further away. I was looking at it very carefully. Look at that. That's pretty close, man.
close to mine. Yeah, pretty much the same as mine.
I think I'm 5'6".
Slightly closer.
I think I'm 5'6" of a cup, and
All right.
you were 4/5.
I'm gonna
of a
give
cup.
this one to Rhett. We don't need as much salt in our lives, so if you're gonna err on the side of oil, a little more. If you're gonna err on the side of salt, a little less. Pepper, a little more.
This reminds me of
That's what I think.
the time that right after we first got married, where Jesse decided to have you and Christy and I think maybe Greg and Jen over,
Yes,
little-
for soup,
our little friend group.
for special
and,
soup. And how much are we doing this, Jay?
This is gonna be a cup of sugar.
Cup of sugar.
And
okay.
she made this. She was trying a new recipe, which never a great idea to experiment with a new recipe on guests. But she did it, and we sit down to eat this soup, and everyone is thinking, this is the saltiest soup I have ever tasted in my life. Like, is someone going to say something? And
Like it could kill. Like it felt like you could die from.
immediately your
Salt.
mouth was like, what are we trying to get to?
1 cup.
1 cup of sugar.
Well, it's kind of unfair that we
Yes,
can
and
see
then we
the
were
thing.
like, hey, this is a little salty. This is a lot salty. And then she ended up realizing that what was supposed to be a teaspoon of salt, she did a cup of salt, right?
No, it was
That's
it's
Worse than that.
no, it's more interesting than that because it
Make
was.
it more
You,
interesting.
you know how when you're doing a recipe and it tells you to make a spice blend or a seasoned salt on the side, and then you make that, and then you take from that and then put it into your recipe,
Yeah.
Oh.
which I don't think that's a great way to do a recipe because you end up
I
wasting
agree.
stuff. But she made like a seasoned salt mixture, which was like this big, and then she just put it all into the soup.
Ooh, and it was inedible. So you put more than me by a lot here. Let's get that cup out.
That's like lazy recipe writing, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Just leaving it to the cook. Yeah.
I think you're over. I think I'm under. So let's see how far under I am. Way under. All right.
I think I might still be under a little bit.
You might have nailed it.
Because of the way that the glass makes it look. Yeah, see?
Ooh.
But pretty dang close.
Pretty good. But not good enough. I mean, look at how much more salt.
I don't remember who said something first.
I'm sure it wasn't me.
Well, you know what? 25 years ago, I don't know if you would have been the first one to say something.
I don't like to criticize
Now,
cooking.
you would have definitely be the first to say it.
I don't
25
think-
years ago, it may have
I
been
think
Christy.
she might have been the one when she sat down at the table and we were all like struggling to eat.
Well, you know what? Everyone started, and I think as soon as she ate it, she was like, guys, something is wrong with this soup. And then we were like, oh, I'm glad you said something. I wasn't about to say anything.
Yeah, we're just trying to choke it down.
Everybody was like, salt's not bad. I mean, first of all, growing up in the South, your tolerance for eating a bunch of salt is pretty high. When I go back now and I eat stuff from like any restaurant, I'm like, whoa, there's so much salt in this. I'm like much more sensitive to it.
Yeah. Well, here's wishing you the best and choking down the rest of your day. Mythical 24/7 is now available to stream on Tubi. Learn more at mythical.com/24-7.